Hi everybody, G&J on Vacay again, and where are we right now? We're in the prettiest town in Canada, otherwise known as Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Absolutely beautiful, strategic location of this town. It's so close to the US. You can see right here, other side of the water right over here, Niagara River, as the United States is right there. Niagara-on-the-Lake is located on Lake Ontario, right at the mouth of the Niagara River. It's only about a 20-minute drive to the bridge to the US, and still close to some large populations. Buffalo is about 50 minutes away, so less than an hour, and the Greater Toronto area just over an hour from here. But one perfect thing is, so many people go to Niagara Falls. It's only about a half an hour drive from Niagara Falls. So if you're there in Niagara Falls for the day, come and spend a day here in Niagara-on-the-Lake. So what we're going to show you are the top things, like what you should do when you're in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And there's one thing, I think, the one thing that we're going to show you at the end. So stick with us till the end, because that thing is what probably brings more than 3 million people to Niagara-on-the-Lake every single year. So if you like our video as we're going along, please hit that subscribe button. But let's get to it, Niagara-on-the-Lake. One of the main reasons Niagara-on-the-Lake is the prettiest town in Canada is its historic downtown. The beautiful flower-lined streets have many unique boutique shopping experiences, from tarts and sweets to souvenirs, maple syrup to clothing of all different kinds. There's also shops that you can buy jewelry. And there's also a fantastic shop you must go into that sells all different types of jams, jellies, and spreads. It's a great store to shop in. But of course, last but not least, there's a Christmas shop where you can get any Christmas ornament you've ever thought of. So we highly advise spending an hour or an afternoon shopping in historic downtown Niagara-on-the-Lake. Okay, we're riding our bikes. We're going along the Niagara Parkway, I think it's called. We're on Canada's side. There's the United States right there. So our friends to the south are right there. Gorgeous biking path, just wonderful. We love to be active, so biking is just perfect for us. Either you can bring your own bike, or along the trail or through Niagara-on-the-Lake, there's places to rent your bike. You can, as you're going along the trail, you can stop for a picnic. You can stop by a vegetable stand or fruit stand. You can see the smallest chapel in the world. But one of the great things you can do is stop by a winery while you're out biking. There's several wineries near the trail. But we highly recommend biking. It's just a great way to get outside of the town of Niagara-on-the-Lake and see the beauty of the area. Fort George is a military fortification in Niagara-on-the-Lake. It once served as the headquarters for the British Army until the War of 1812. This large fort was surrounded by a ditch to protect it from invaders. It consisted of barracks, a blockhouse, kitchen, and it had a hospital on site as well. Today, many visitors go to see this beautiful fort, and we highly recommend going to see Fort George. When you're in the historic downtown, we recommend stopping at one of the many restaurants for a bite to eat. From pubs to bistros, to Indian food, to Thai food, to Japanese food, to many of the restaurants with fine dining. Niagara-on-the-Lake has what you need. We had a fantastic meal at the Tierra restaurant. The atmosphere was wonderful, the service was fantastic. So we highly recommend it. Next time you're in Niagara-on-the-Lake, check out one of the many amazing restaurants in the historic downtown area. Another must-do when you're in Niagara-on-the-Lake is taking in a show at the Shaw Festival. The Shaw Festival is the second largest theater production in Canada, and it's one of North America's finest cultural attractions. Its calendar brims with an eclectic array of many different types of shows. The season usually runs from February to December. Take in a show at the Shaw Festival, it's always lots of fun. Hey, if you're liking this video, finding it informative, and you want to see some other videos of ours, don't forget, smash that subscribe button. If you are like us, and you're staying in Niagara-on-the-Lake longer than one day, you'll need to find a place to stay, which is another top thing to do while you're in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Staying in an old inn or hotel. Most of these hotels and inns date back well over 100 years. They offer top quality service and amenities. While we were there, we stayed in the Queen's Landing Hotel. It was in a perfect location for us, very central, close to downtown, and great for biking. The hotel looked like an old Georgian mansion. Inside, it was absolutely beautiful. The room we stayed in was well appointed, really lovely. And from our room, we had a great view of the Niagara River. So now we come to the number one reason why 3.5 million tourists visit Niagara-on-the-Lake every year, and that's the wine. The Niagara Peninsula is the number one wine-producing region in Canada. It's where the sun, the rain, the air, and the soil are all perfect for making wine. The Niagara region is at the same latitude as other famous winemaking regions like Burgundy and Tuscany. The Niagara region hosts just over 50 wineries. Within about 20-25 minute drive from Niagara-on-the-Lake, you'll find about 25 wineries. So that's the top thing to do. Go to a winery, go by bike, go by trolley, drive your car, and visit a winery, have a tasting, sample some of the amazing wines that are found in the Niagara region. So, Niagara-on-the-Lake, a haven of food, wine, history, and culture. The tree-lined avenues serve as a great getaway destination for visitors from all over the world. So we highly recommend a trip to Niagara-on-the-Lake. So that's our top things to do in Niagara-on-the-Lake. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that smash subscribe button and subscribe to our videos. Happy travels.